Today's video is a bit different. I recently sat down with a friend of mine who's running a real estate agency here in Antalya, Turkey, and I got the opportunity to ask a few questions about the industry here in the country. Now, there are two things that I already know. Number one, the real estate industry is booming. A house that used to cost $60,000 a year ago now costs at least $150,000. That is insane for a 1-year return. And number two, that there are many foreigners coming to the country looking to purchase their second home because even though the prices here are high, they are still much cheaper than a house would usually cost in the US, UK, Canada, or even some European countries. So in this video, I sat down with an expert and this is how the communication went. Hi Naufal, thank you so much for taking some time out.
Anytime, it's my pleasure.
Me and my followers had some questions about real estate industry here in Turkey. So first, can you please start by introducing yourself and tell us a bit about your background in real estate industry?
My name is Naufal and I'm a real estate agent with a strong presence in Dubai market and Turkey as well, in Antalya city. What I'm doing is advising and supporting people, individual or corporate, to invest wisely in real estate market.
Since you've been working in Turkey for 6 years now, how would you describe the current real estate market here in Turkey?
Real estate market in Turkey, it's really going high because of the high demand from different countries. For example, Europe, they came from Canada because of the weather, which is push real estate market going high.
What type of properties are most in demand right now? Like apartments, villas, commercial properties, or even land? What would you say?
The most type of property high demand is it residential market, flats, apartment, with the sea view, penthouses and villas. So most of people they came here, they're just looking for a vacation home, a second home or a residential home.
Are there any specific areas or cities that are considered hotspots for real estate investment here in Turkey?
Of course, there is we call it hotspot in Turkey. For example, people they choose Antalya because of the weather. 320 days per year it's sunny. The area which is high demand is always the area next to the beach. This is the most area which people are looking to invest and live in it.
So what are the key factors a buyer should consider when purchasing the property in Turkey?
That's a really important question. Purchasing property is very important for any person. That's why you have to consider many things, especially when you come to buy in Turkey, in a foreigner country which is not living in it. For example, first of thing you have to check where you're gonna buy. Is that area are allowed for foreigners? Is that area the government allowed you to buy and to own that property under your name? Second thing, you have to check title deed of the property. So is that property is belong to that person who we are dealing with? If it's not, if it's different name, different because the name will be mentioned in the title deed. If it's different person, that time you have to ask him if he have a power of attorney from the owner of the property, which is very important. Second thing, you have to check in the bank, in government offices, if these houses or flats or the property, is it belong to bank or it have no debt, no mortgages, which is very important because here in Turkey the law is different. For example, if I'm owning a property, I can sell it even if it's the property, it's a mortgage, I have a mortgage from the bank, I can transfer the title deed under your name with the transfer of the mortgage as well. It will cost $15 to check these things from the bank and from government offices. So I'm always suggesting to have like a real estate lawyer with you so he can check in all the documents.
Are there any benefits to purchasing a real estate here in Turkey?
Of course, there's many benefits of it. Let's go one of them, that you enjoy the weather here in Turkey. Second thing, you have your second home. Third thing, which is very important, you got a real estate residence permit. Here, when you're purchasing any property, more than $75,000, you got a real estate investor residence permit, which is for 3 years for you and your family. The third benefit is that you got a citizenship while you are buying a property with $400,000. Here the point, you're buying like, let's say 5 properties with $400,000, you rent it out, you create an extra income, an extra cash flow to you, and after 3 years you can sell that property with $400,000. In same time you still have your Turkish second citizenship with you as well.
Can you also speak about the rental market? Like, what are the average rental yields here in Turkey?
Yeah, sure. So the rental average in Turkey, so we got 2 different rental. We have long-term rent and short-term rent. So the long-term, it's 1-year rent contract. You can get it from apartment or villa. The price is starting from $500 per month. It's of course independent the location where it is located, but it's the average, it's more cheaper because it's 1-year contract. $500 to you can go $1,500, so it's independent if you got a sea view, the location, how far from the beach. Second one is short-term rent income, which you can rent for 2 days, for 1 week, for 1 month. This is also, it costs like minimum from $1,000 monthly to $1,500, and it's also depend of location, of course, how far from the beach and how far from the city center.
Is property management a viable option for foreigners who own a property but don't live in Turkey?
Most of investors or most of family who come and buy a second home in Turkey, either as an investment wise or living, both of them we offer and provide them a property management, which is we manage the property, we do the marketing for it. Like, let's say they buy apartment for this much of money, and they come to Turkey only 1 month per year, so they still have remaining 11 months per year. So what we are doing here, we're providing a rental management. We do marketing to the property, we do the check-in, the check-out, the cleaning, all the facility we're providing to a property, which is we manage it from E to Z, which is providing an extra income to the owner or to the investors. Let's say minimum they got $800 for 1 studio or 1 bedroom apartment, till $2,000, $3,000, $5,000 for a villa. We got some people who already purchased a villa here, and we do the management for them. Their net income is $5,000 monthly. They are not living here, they're living abroad as well, but they still have that extra income, that cash flow every month because of the management property.
Legally speaking, are there any restrictions or limitations that people should be aware of?
Of course, as any other countries, there is always a restricted laws when you come to purchase a property in Turkey. You are not allowed to buy in some areas, which is, for example, there is areas who are next to military side or next to airport. Before you buying the property, you have to check if that area is allowed for foreigners to own a property in that place or not. This is very important. There is a website, there is a places, name of areas in Turkey, in Antalya. You are not allowed to buy in these areas. Also, the second one, there is some nationality. So also before you buy, you have to check, are you allowed with your nationality? Are you allowed to purchase a property in Turkey or not? Because some nationality as well are restricted to purchase a property here in Turkey. Before you buying, I'm also advising to use a lawyer and to check the area, the location, where you're gonna buy.
Are there any financing options available for foreigners purchasing property here in Turkey?
Unfortunately, there is no financial directly from the bank to a foreigner, but we providing installment plan for 1 year or 2 years, 3 years to foreigner directly from the construction company. So from the development, from the developer directly, we provide the installment plan without any interest rate. The same price, you pay like, for example, 20% down payment, 30% down payment, and the rest you go for installment for 1 year till 3 years directly from the developer.
The last question.
Okay.
What are your predictions for the Turkish real estate market for the next coming years?
These are good questions. So let me give an example. Since 2 years ago, the property which we purchased here, prices was $60,000. Now today, the same date, the same property is $150,000. So the property in Turkey Turkey is a development city, is a development country. So all the prices is going up as the country as well is going up. So the right time to buy a property is today.
So thank you so much, Nofal, for taking some time out for us.
Anytime. You're welcome anytime. I'm here to support you guys and provide you all the assist I can to do for you.
I personally loved making this video because number one, I had never shot an interview style video before, so this was a lot of fun for me. And number two, obviously that Nofal is a great guy to talk to. If you guys have any questions related to the real estate industry here in Turkey, drop your questions down below in the comment section and I'll try to sit down with Nofal once again to answer them all for you. So thanks for watching this video, guys. I will see you in the next one. Bye bye.